It seems like my spells aren't exactly working here. Name, I'm trying to impress DJ. A little help, please. Unfortunately, my dears, I believe that we are not getting anywhere with our spells. Not even the Netherhounds back home could fix this.
I thought everything would be fine once I moved here. Now I can't even access Krella's portal room. Great!
The secret library was a very important spot to all of us after the incident. Hell, I even changed the way I thought. DJ became our goat and I started to like him. Stupid changeling spell, why aren't you working? Oh, sorry. What was that, Stormy? Oh, nothing, DJ. In a time like this, maybe we could contact Fang and fuse into cotton candy and see if that helps. Strawberry, you just gave me an idea. Now that Fang is the new leader of the Silver Wolf Order, maybe she'll let us stay with them. Fang, please pick up.
But what if we do neither of those things and just try to make Minecraft as annoying as possible? Like, really
Wait, what? Oh, DJ, huh? Hey DJ, haven't seen you in a while. Hey, my friend, my buddy, the Silver Wolf Idol, the caffeinated canine, the one who's always positive, the VIW. Hey DJ, thanks for the compliments. We're now with no home and nowhere to go. Please help us. Nothing is working over here. Whoa, slow down there. What are you asking me? Sorry if I'm a bit confused, but how did you guys lose your house? Doors got in disarray, someone pressed a button. It really doesn't matter, you see, but could we maybe possibly crash into your place for a while until the doors are fixed? That would be great, thank you. I completely get it, DJ. I've been in a difficult spot with my house before. I mean, heck, after the whole Beast Maniac incident, I've been living in the Silver Wolf Order. And I'm not even religious. It used to be a religion, but now that, well, everybody knows that the Silver Wolf isn't real, I'm just chilling here. I got nobody around here, and to be honest, I'm still getting settled in. Maybe you can find someone else to help you, but if you can't, you can always come here. No worries, you're great, bye! What are we supposed to do now? Even after all these months I've lived here, I still barely know the place. Huh? I've become a cafe member. This has been my dream since I was a child. And overall, the second opinion gave me one of the best moments of my entire life a few days ago, when he messaged me while I was in a hotel room away from my home for a mini vacation to celebrate my birthday. And he messaged me saying that I got in and gave me all the information I needed to know. I almost cried in the hotel room and felt the best I have for nearly my whole life. What the fuck am I talking about? I completely forgot about the guy who actually got me here in the first place. The one who gave us all our home. That's the guy we need.
Pauline Kael, Robert Christgau, Roger Ebert. What'd I change it to? Visual literacy, iconography, Ken Loach, Park Chan-wook, Isao Takahata. Dash's best pony?
Oh yeah, the guy who let us live here. Let's go find him.
The password is open the door right now, you stupid plot convenient magic!
Hey, my friend, my best friend, the one who let us live here. We have a problem, my friend. Oh, fuck, I don't know what to do. We got locked out of our door with the secret library and all my nether items.
And I only just got here!
Could you please help us? I get lightheaded under pressure, and everyone is waiting for me. You gotta help me find somewhere, please.
Can it wait? I'm already over in the main plot trying to help unravel a whole conspiracy about this. And Scripted Reviews and I are kind of on hiatus.
Please, it's our favorite. Plus, we just passed 2,000 subscribers. We don't want the special to be late.
Oh, heck, I can't say no to that much passion for the art of the review. Alright, I have a place I can host you in. Which episode?
The main attraction.
But I already reviewed that one.
So?
Oh, I mean, I kind of poured myself into it that time, and then I got everyone together for a big farewell tribute to writer Amy Keating Rogers, and it was sweet. Which is saying something for me.
You're saying after 8 years you have nothing new to add to one of the key episodes?
It's not all about you, you know.
That's not.
Let's get on with it. Alright, every pony. This is where Second is going to be hosting us. We have here Stormy, Codename, Strawberry, Sapphire, who just got here, me, of course, Kryla, who's not here for obvious reasons that I will not get into, and we have Burgundy and Chaotix here occasionally. Also, Fang, who should be here any minute now. Pleasure to be meeting you, Second. Quite the pleasure. May I offer you some tea? Phew, I just made it. Code name, that's for conventions only. Oh, hey, Fang, glad to see that you made it. Hey, stop breaking the fourth wall.
I think I'm good, thanks. Shall I start off the review?
On there, it's on.
Yeah, but I have senior privilege.
Let's settle this. Live action dance battle.
What?
Hey boogie oogie bang bang, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie oogie bang bang.
Oh, is that all you got?
Hey boogie oogie bang bang, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie oogie bang bang, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie oogie bang bang, let's go body body boom boom. Hey.
Genre change.
What?
Gotta keep up on this channel. Genre change. Scary.
Don't step!
Cute.
This is stupid, let's just review the thing.
Alrighty, every pony. Lightning round, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to edit myself to fucking death if I don't do this fast. The episode is about a character named Countess Coloratura who has been invited to this musical festival that is being hosted by Pinkie Pie with a reference to a book that was released a while back, which makes that canon, which is really cool. She used to be childhood friends with Applejack. They both really cared about each other and everything was going well until she became a pop star because of Sven Gallop, who is a lot like Mammon. And all this shit went down. They got into a fight, but then later they realized that Sven Gallop never liked her in the first place. This episode really means a lot to me considering that I'm a singer and I've also gone through a similar path of self-discovery to realize who I actually am. But there's also multiple reasons such as the songs, the amazing design of Coloratura, which I literally cosplayed. I actually showed that in an earlier video. And just everything about it I love. I even did a cover of The Magic Inside, which was the first ever post to get over 100 views after the rebrand. So that was really nice. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the episode. How about you, Second?
Okay, full disclosure. Back when this one aired, we were still pretty firmly in the machismo is the answer to all the world's problems zeitgeist. The idea that strength, in the sense of ignoring what ails you and keeping it to yourself, was correct, and sentimentality was to be kept at an arm's length. And to an extent, that included me. So coming back to this episode, now that that's shifted a little bit and we're a little wiser, it's kind of strange. On one hand, I'm more inclined to feel like this is my team now, but on the other hand, that means I want my team to be represented well. And I still feel like there's a streak of shameless naivete in this. The kind of advice that wouldn't necessarily serve you well if you tried it. Not that there's not a lot to like. Heck, even back then I put this among my great episodes. But it's still complicated.
Indeed, so why don't we give the people what they want and start with everything we liked in this fan favorite, shall we?
Yeah, that sounds like the right idea. What you got?
Well, for one, how about just as a fan favorite episode for Applejack? This is a character who got accused of doing the same annoying shit all the time in her episodes. And here the writers use everything that works for her so well. She's warm, likable, tough, while still having limits that don't try to overemphasize. Kinda like in that one episode with Apple Bloom I can't even remember the name of and I hate. Just to pat themselves on the back to give her quote-unquote flaws.
That's fair. I especially like her and Rara in the intro. They have their finger on the pulse of writing an easygoing friend so well there. They could have had her be all, see, I'm not mad over any random thing just to get the point across, but they have her be someone you can get owned at tug of war with, face planted into the mud, but you don't care because you're with your friend Rara, who would so much rather be having fun and enjoying this than making it a big deal, and immediately seizes the chance to turn it into something else that kids sometimes do to mess with each other, but these two immediately know that it's playful and sweet-natured and... Oh, why didn't I have a best friend, Rara? Don't answer that.
Same second, same. Why do they all leave me? I already mentioned how much I love the designs, but wow, I'm actually kinda sad that they didn't let her have the outfit that Rarity made her even. That one has also become a huge fan favorite. How about you?
Yeah. And heck, I'll even give credit to how adult her is written. It's a pretty good balance of someone who feels the weight of everything she's achieved in this role and doesn't want to lose it, but still at the same time is a fundamentally sweet person who doesn't wish to treat people like they're not people. Even if her receptiveness to AJ is a tad wishful, it could have been a lot worse.
I have my own thoughts on that, but in the meantime, I want to get into the real meat and talk about one of my favorite things about this and how well it addresses the music industry treats people. They really just see you as products and not people, and they exploit you, when in reality they don't care about you, they just care about the money. It also reminds me of Mammon being like Mr. Krabs. It's really well written, to be honest. Both iterations, Hell of a Boss and MLP.
This is one place I thought it lost some of its edge and became a little more tell the people what they want to hear, but for now I will praise some of the writing on Sven Gallop. He's not Mammon formidable, but he feels like a worthier opponent and better representation of this kind of thing than, say, Sassy Saddles from the previous episode where Amy Keating-Rogers attempted to explore this conflict. Sassy basically existed so the episode could rail against how everything she does is wrong, even as it's happening, and walk her to the point where she nods in agreement with the better way. Sven Gallop feels, right or wrong, like he is accomplishing something that he knows a thing or two about, and it does carry some weight when he leaves with his head held high, very high, and dares Rara to try to succeed without him.
And that's why I feel her triumph so much. Just 2 years ago, I thought I wasn't good enough for anyone.
Speaking of life as a singer, we may as well talk about the songs here. I gotta give credit to Rara's Spectacle song. As a pastiche of then modern pop tunes, it's catchy, fun to look at, and a pretty good straight-faced parody, basically finding different ways for Rara to say I'm shallow over and over. The bouncing back and forth part kinda makes me laugh too, like with how quietly unnecessary it is, and yeah, that might just be on purpose.
I also had my little spectacle moment as well. Last year, I sort of took on the persona of Countess Burgundy because I was trying to prove myself. The funny thing is that the more and more I've gotten popular, the more and more I've gotten to the point where I don't need that anymore. People can just call me Wolfgang, and while it was a tough pill to swallow for the people who used to know me before, the people who do call me Wolfgang, I instantly gain a fuck ton of respect for because it shows that they care about who I am now. I feel sort of like Burgundy was kind of like Countess Coloratura. Rara was like Wolfgang, because I am okay with telling people that I'm not this perfect person.
I am just a pony. I make mistakes from time to time.
So, yeah, that's how I relate to it.
Actually, I think that's where I might need to move on to my negatives.
Alrighty, see yourself.
Yeah, this song kind of encapsulates the episode as a whole to me, both the good and the bad. Because as much as the build-up to this supposed impressive victory includes giving Sven Gallup's side props as a formidable foe, I still can't believe in all this glory to the personal fulfillment it seems to think it's showing me. Because for as much as it acknowledged the risk, it acts like there are no downsides. And that's not beating your opponent, it's just refusing to admit they're real. So help me, I don't believe getting Sven Gallup to step aside would be that easy. I don't believe getting Rara to rally against her old MO, which we never even saw her dislike, would be as simple as, okay, just watch my gotcha prank on your manager. And I don't believe this song is the beautiful triumph it tells me it is. All of these lines are, well, cliches. They're signifiers of telling yourself you're special because you're special. They're what you use to yes-man somebody, not act like a deeper, more fulfilled person.
I'm here to show you who I am. There's more to me than glitz and glam. For I had believed what I was sold, but now I know the real me and put my heart out on the line. I had forgotten who I really was. But then an old friend reminded me what real friendship is about, and she told me that if I was true to myself, I couldn't go wrong.
Maybe some of those lines are a little sappy, yeah. And trust me, I caught that right away when watching the episode. But the singing and the musically are so good that I don't really care that much.
Well, yeah, both are pretty good. But that's not even starting on how everyone's reaction here doesn't really gel with the major risky change they're selling this as. It's all smiles and awe faces. Like, how did you know this was exactly what we wanted?
Just like the magic inside of you.
And then, just when I'm about to say this episode went out by laying an egg, it busts out this verse.
Now I see those colors right before my eyes. I hear my voice so clearly and I know that it is right. I thought I was weak, but I am strong. They sold me the world, but they were wrong. And now that I'm back, I still belong. 'Cause I know that I am just a pony. I make mistakes from time to time. Now I know the real me and put my heart out on the line. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Oh, oh, oh. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Oh, oh, oh.
That is powerful stuff, man. Like pure vivid emotion in word form for how empowered she feels, realizing she can do this on her own terms. Imagine if they'd even just held off on everyone deciding that they liked it until she got to that. I totally buy this as a moment of major fulfillment for Ra now. I even would have believed it was worth a minor setback to her sponsorship or sales or whatever if they wanted to make it more real. And I'm wishing now that the episode would have made me want this specifically for her a lot more, so it could have been an even bigger payoff. That's really all it takes to get me to go with these dramatic triumphs that a solid handful of other episodes couldn't sell me on. I honestly kinda love it.
Wait, I gotta make a quick cut. One sec. Hey, editor Wolfgang here. That edit that you just saw was incredibly impactful to me because I went from a whole year where everyone was telling me, except for my parents, they were amazing, that I was absolutely horrible, that I should die, shut the fuck up, that I should stop talking about my sexuality, stop talking about myself. They called me a fangirl. They said I wasn't good enough. No one wanted to be around me. And the one person who I thought was my best friend left me. The other person who I thought was my best friend said disgusting stuff in the group chat. I was constantly humiliated. This guy literally read my diary in front of everyone. It made it seem like I had fucking crushes on DDLC girls, and there's this one girl was homophobic to me, and everyone hated my interests, and I just felt like everyone hated me, and I didn't deserve anything. So I leaned into the whole Yuri persona, as you saw with that Friday Night Funkin' thing, because I thought, well, if everyone is telling me that's what I am, that's what I am. I'm just a psychopath who doesn't deserve people's love or attention. And then I realized over time, now I did still have issues last year. I had another failed relationship. After that, it took me a whole year to realize at the end of it that I did deserve love. And those people, they were only trying to pull me down because everyone else was doing that and they were just jumping on the trend. They wanted to do what the popular people were doing. Heck, I was even left in the middle of the festival and just straight up abandoned. They just left me there and they didn't even respond to messages. They just straight up left me there and they never really cared about me. I still saw her as a sister. So, seeing now where I am, I've gotten literally everything I ever wanted. It's amazing. It really sort of woke me up on the day after my birthday that life can be hard sometimes, that it can also be beautiful. And I realized that I wanted to be the one person who was positive, because people are constantly shoving the negatives in my face, that I want to be the one person who's positive. I want to be that person to people who are like 13-year-old me, who realize that life is good. Because everyone is constantly talking about the bad stuff and talking about the controversy, the drama, constantly talking about all the things that are bad about the world. They never think for a second to think about what's actually going well. And that can be incredibly discouraging to someone who's growing up. Over time, the more and more I've lost friend groups, and the more and more I even made that joke about how everyone leaves me. I lost 3 friend groups. The more and more I realized those people just didn't know how that I was worth something. And that's the message I want to give you all, to make you guys realize that things aren't so bad. And that's my little sappy thing. And sorry if I went on a little bit of a rant there. And you guys have already probably skipped to the rest of the review. And to those people I say, 13-year-old me would do the same thing. So don't sweat it whatsoever. Anyways, let's get back to the actual review now. And that's unfortunately where my biggest criticism of this episode comes in.
Say what?
They should have kicked Sven Gallop to the curb a lot sooner and had this about Rara's character arc.
Actually, I guess that kind of is what I wanted. I don't know about risking Sven Gallop's downfall seeming even more casual. Maybe find a way to leave him off screen for a while and have the end of him and the Countess Coloratura image be the final boss waiting at the end of the level. But yeah, I do want to see AJ and Rara reconnect. I do want AJ to see up close and personal how this is still the same person, but buried so deep in this image that she feels like she can't operate without it. I do want to learn about how it makes her anxious to keep it up, and feel the weight of how going on stage at the end and presenting herself as someone more sincere is an eyebrow raiser to her fans until they start to believe her. I want to feel the weight of that being the better decision.
Because it still made you get behind her as is?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay, now this is the final editor Wolfgang section, I swear. Now I'm just going to do a quick outro about this section, considering that I am so tired from editing, but this has been so worth it. To start off, I would like to give a huge thank you to the Second Opinion for just being you. Gave me the best day of my life and probably the best moment of my life. I'm proud to call you my best friend, and I am incredibly grateful that you did this review with me. Especially since I'm not the most on schedule. This took a long time to make because I get distracted very easily. So yeah, sentimental stuff aside, I really love this episode just because of how it feels like Countess's character arc is not only incredibly similar to what happened to me, but also it's just incredibly well written. I think this being Amy Keating Rogers' last episode makes complete sense. She gave it her all. There's references to older episodes. There was everything. Heck, I even have on my wall right over there my cosplay of Countess Coloratura. I absolutely love this episode, and I really hope you all enjoyed the review. Now we're just gonna have a little outro section and then something a little bit special to me. Isn't that amazing? And if you disagree, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop now before I go full Yuri bad ending.
Well, fair match. actually had a really good time with all of you. See you around the rift.
It was our pleasure. Let's not wait too long to do this again.
Yeah, here.
Second, don't be mad. What about trying second day? Ah, you stupid door! What's the matter with you?